Okay, hey there. I'm going to show you how to install schaller strap locks on an acoustic guitar or an electric guitar, kind of the same process, but it's pretty easy to do. What you're going to need, I'm going to install it on a Larrivee LV09 acoustic guitar. Right now it's got a strap button right here on it. See? And if your guitar does not have a strap button on it, then you can also put it on, but I have another video showing you how to drill a hole in order to do that, because you just don't want to get a drill and start drilling. That would be bad. Anyways, so look for that video if you don't have a hole. Anyways, two simple tools. A pair of pliers. These are bigger ones, channel lock style, but you can use a regular pair of pliers or even a crescent wrench. And then you're going to need a number 2 screwdriver, Phillips, and the difference in, you got one size 1, 2, and 3. This is a size 1, it's the smallest, and this is size 2, and then size 3 is even bigger. Hopefully you can see that. Anyways, so it's the medium size of the Phillips, and that's what you're going to need for tools. Real simple. I'll show you how to do that. As I'm opening the package here, a lot of guys they wonder why to use strap locks, or they don't want to be bothered, but several reasons for it. First, the obvious one, so that when you're playing, if you let go of the guitar, it doesn't fall and crash down on the ground. Also, while you're playing, as you're hitting a note, if you just move the guitar wrong and your strap comes off in the middle of a show, it'd be a little difficult you got to stop playing and recover, by hooking your strap up. So strap locks are good for that reason. Also, it protects your guitar, because if your strap comes off when you're carrying it, or during a show or something, the thing can swing around. If you got buckles on it, it could hit the guitar. So it's a good thing to have. Also, if you have a guitar tech and you're doing guitar changes, it's good. Or if you are a guitar tech and doing guitar changes, it eliminates the strap coming off and having more issues and more hang-ups during the show. So as a guitar tech myself, I always want to have strap locks, and there's several different kinds. I've just been partial to the schallers since I was a teenager many years ago, and they're just simple, and to operate them you just pull the pin on the top and slide it up and down, and then to put the strap on, you just basically hook it on and pull it till you hear it click, or feel it click if it's noisy. But they're real good. There's nothing wrong with the Dunlop ones. They're just a little more involved as far as getting they have a little ring that you gotta snap in place, and it's a bit more involved. Anyways, that's why I go with the schallers. Real simple and easy to install. So I just opened the package, okay, and I'm just going to put one on. You can do the same thing with both of them. So for one, here's the parts that come off. Here's how they come. They come like this, okay, and to disconnect this part, you just pull up on the pin and slide it out. Okay, and so this is your actual strap button here, and it comes with a screw. Somebody's rolling a big cart by, so hopefully you can still hear me. And it's got a longer screw, so if you've got if this one is not biting good enough and you feel like you want to go with the longer one, you can go with the longer one. It's not necessary to go with the longer one, so I'm going to use the shorter one. Okay, and then one thing to consider is when you take the old screws off, these screws, the heads that go in here, are smaller than your other screws, so you're going to want to use these screws for the strap locks, and they're a little stronger material, metal-wise. And these also come in. These are set of black ones, but they also come in gold, or nickel, or chrome. So if you have nickel hardware, you can get your nickel to match it, or chrome, or chrome. It sounds like nickel, but it's not. Chrome is different than nickel. the gold tone or your black. I like the black because most straps are black and it just kind of blends right in. Okay, anyway, so here's this part, and then to take this apart, you just unscrew this top piece here like this. There's a nut on top, you undo by hand, and that comes off. Then you got your these are the parts of the strap lock right there. Real simple. Okay, I'm going to set the first parts aside. I'm only going to work with these two right now. So, keeping them together in a safe spot, go to your guitar, and I'm going to take the strap button out of here. Using your number 2 screwdriver, firmly hold on to your guitar, wrap your arm around it, and without coming off of those screws so you scratch your guitar, you don't want to do that. Just gently but firmly unscrew the old strap peg. Depending how old your guitar is, they could be tight. Tight is good. You want it to be like, you don't want to put it in like real loose because it'll strip right out. If it does strip out, I've got another video that I've got to post. I've already made, showing how to make those holes, to fill those holes with a toothpick, to make them tighter. Toothpick and wood glue. Anyways, and on this, see how it's got the little piece of foam there, little felt piece. I like taking those off the old one, and take the felt piece and put it on the new strap lock button so that it doesn't scratch or dent your finish of your guitar. Now, if you don't care about the finish of your guitar, that's great, but if you ever want to sell your guitar, the next guy might care about that. Okay, so there it is. So you got the strap button, and the felt piece kind of holds the screw in place too. Then, so just take this and just line it up and put the, just see if it'll start with your fingers first a little bit. If it does, great, go a couple turns. And then you can take this, pull it up over the head of the screw so that help hold your screwdriver in place. Now again, with your arm around the body of the guitar, just holding the strap button for the strap lock, start screwing it in firmly. Just a couple turns, and then okay, more than a couple's two, so I guess it would be more than a couple. There we go, and then just snug it down pretty firmly. But don't over tighten because you don't want to strip the wood. It's just wood, and the metal against the wood, the metal will win. Okay, so it's on there firmly, and that's all you really need to do that. Okay, and then part 2 is putting the side on the strap. Now for the long screw, you're going to have one screw left over no matter what. If you use the long one, you're going to have the short one left over. If you use the short one, you're going to have the long one left over. So just keep those handy in case you strip one out later on another set of them. Okay, so then you take the strap, and let's see where I set the strap here. Okay, where did I do the strap? There it is. I knew I put it somewhere safe. Okay, here's how this works. Okay, now, so you just take your strap, figure out which way you want it to face on the guitar. So I'm going to want it to face like this. And so you hold it and kind of the way you want it to face, and just feed it up in there and pull it around. On old straps, the holes are usually open enough to where you can put it right in. On brand new leather straps, sometimes I have to take a a little leather punch and knock out the right size, the exact size for the strap lock. It's too tight. But this one's an older strap and it just fits in just fine. Here's what it looks like without the washer or the nut. And then put the washer on, holding with your fingers like this. Take the nut and drop it on the ground. Then have to go pick it up. But since I don't have to, just so I don't have to pick it up because it rolled under the case, which I'll get in a second, I'll just use the one from the other one that I have right here. Okay, at least it's quiet again. So then by taking the nut and you just put it right on. Just hand screwed on as firmly as you can, keeping this lined up how you want it. And while this is lined up on the back side how you want it, you take it and you bend it like this. Bend the strap around it to hold on to it real good. Once you got a good grip on the bottom side, take your pair of pliers and just grab the nut firmly and tighten it pretty hard. These are pretty strong, so they're not going to strip too easily. So do it pretty tight, as tight as you can. And then there you go. So that way, if you do it tight as you can't undo it by hand, but you don't want to be able to undo it by hand. You want it to hold on the guitar, because if it's just done by hand, trust me, in a couple of weeks, doing some gigs here and there, it'll come off. So tighten down with your pliers. That's it. And then to put it on the guitar, you just take it and you just hook it on like a hook and pull tight, and it snaps in. To remove it, pull the pin up, slide it the opposite way. Now you can also hold the pin up and slide it in and then let go. Then you have to wiggle the strap to make sure that it's in there. And then on the bottom of the guitar, on this particular guitar, I'm not going to put a strap button on the bottom because it's got a here. This is where the electronics plug in. So when I've got the strap on and I plug the electronics in, the strap isn't going anywhere. If you're going to want to put a hole in the bottom and a peg on the bottom, I usually put mine right here, okay? So it doesn't get in the way of the cord, and also it feels more comfortable when you're holding it. But before you drill here, look inside the body of the guitar with a mirror and make sure that there is wood bracing down here, because if there's no wood bracing, the body, just the 1/8 or inch or 16th inch thick, or however thick it is right down there, is not thick enough to hold the strap button, so it'll strip out in a heartbeat. So to make sure there's bracing in there to screw into. Okay, well, I hope this video helped you out. Like I said, if you want to drill out a hole, watch for my other videos, and I can show you on my other videos how to do the drilling on the bottom also. So, thanks.